This is the basic Jwt to utility class. This class contains methods for creating the Jwt token, methods for checking if the Jwt token is expired, methods to get a username from the token. This is the method to get the username from the token. This is the method to get the expiration time date from the token. This is method to get the claims from the token. This is to check if the token is expired. This is used to generate the token. Generate token internally is using do generate token, which is private method. Here we are passing the claims and user details dot username we are passing here. Using the username in this claim, we are generating the token. We are using GWTS class builder to set the claims, to set the subject. Here we are setting the issue time. This is in the milliseconds. We are setting the issue time. Here we are setting the expiration. This is the today's date or today's time in milliseconds plus the Jwt token validity. This is approximately set to 5 hours converted into milliseconds, and this is the method to validate the token. Jwt filter is applicable in the filter chain for intercepting the request. Do filter internally, this is a method which we override once per the request filter. As the name suggests, this filter will be working for every request. See in this image, when we have token, then there is no need to go for the complete life cycle. Here if we have token and which is valid, then directly response can be generated. Without further validation. What this filter is doing is the do filter internally is having the request object as well as response and filter changes passed. It is getting the header authorization header from the header of the request. We are requiring a token in the username. We are checking here if the authorization is not null and authorization is starting with the bearer. See this example, you can see here. It starts with the bearer. We are checking this bearer and we are checking this authorization. If that authorization is valid and that it starts with the bearer, we cut, this is substring, to cut the bearer 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. 6 are there, we will be starting from 7. Jwt utility, get username from the token. Here we will be passing the token and we will be getting the username. Then we will check if the username is not null. We will also check that this authentication is already not in the context security context folder. Then we will get the user details object, authentication object. Then we will be setting it in the creating the authentication object token. Here we will be passing it the web authentication detail source, and we will be at last adding at the security context, and we will filter chain dot, we will add the filter to the chain. Here one more thing I was wanted to show you, that we will be calling this filter before username and password authentication filter. I think it is written in the next class. These are the procedures for collecting the token, or you can say this is for sending the response. This is for collecting the email and password. Now let us look at how we will be configuring the all our APIs. For example, this get all patients is accessible only to the accountant. So let us create the first token for the patient role, and we will try to access it. See here, we are having patient. We will create the patient authentication token here. We will be adding the request here for patient authentication. We will be sending this request to, I have made specially one controller for just generating the tokens here. This is the /API/authenticate. Here all the tokens, it is accessible by all. Let's see if it is accessible by all, because I have not, here it is. I have written an annotation permit all, which means it is permitted to all the requests which are coming to the server. Here you can see specifies that all security roles are allowed to invoke these methods. So let us generate the token for patient role. I have generated the variable here. See the value of variable localhost 4000 slash API slash authenticate, and in body we will be sending the raw data in the JSON format, where we will be mentioning email. I'll just copy paste that email patient. We know this email corresponds to the role who is a patient. See here, it is a patient. And password is 1234. See, this is the password 1234. Just by passing this much information, we can get the Jwt token, which we will be using for the further requests. So this is saying get method is not permitted because here we have used post mapping. So let us change the get method to the post method and try once again. See, it is not accessing because I have written the wrong spelling of email. See how our APIs are protected. If I write the correct spelling of email, it will be generating the Jwt token. Here is our Jwt token. Now Let us use this token to access that API. Get all patients slash API slash patient get all. In headers, we will be sending authorization, and here we will write bearer space paste the Jwt token. Let us paste the Jwt token here. Let's try if it is working. Just give this space and paste it. See that response is 403 forbidden. API patient get all patients is not accessible to it. So now let us change the role from accountant to patient. This allowing of this role can be done in pre-authorized way as well. We can use secured as well. For corresponding, we need to just enable this corresponding attributes. It is compiled successfully. Now let us check. See the data. Data is received. Now let us set another attribute for our employee controller. This API is accessible only by, let's say it is accessible only by admin. Let us try to access through the patient role. It will be throwing 403. See, it is throwing 403 forbidden. This is not allowed. Now let us create one more Jwt token for admin and let us check if that is accessible. API authentication. In body, we will be sending the authentication or credentials. Email and password. Let us check the email from database for admin. Here we are having admin, one admin. It is madhura@gmail.com. As we are sending in the JSON format, equals to is not allowed. We need to use colon here. Save the request, send. We will be, yes, again same mistake. We'll change this method to post and again save and send. We have received the Jwt token. This is for admin role. Slash API slash employee slash get all employees. In the headers, we will be setting authorization. Authorization, and we will be setting the bearer and paste the Jwt token here. The validity of our Jwt token is 5 hours. After 5 hours, you need to log in once again. Admin role we will be setting here. Yes, we have set the token. Let us see if it is accessible. Here access is denied. Let's check what is the issue there. See here, the spelling of admin, I have mistakenly written D in the small case. Let's change this case and compile it again. Now if we fire the query on the server, we will be getting the data. See, in this similar manner, you can write multiple roles as well. For that, you need to enclose this into curly braces, comma, role. This writing role underscore is compulsory. Patient. Now it will be accessible for both admin and patient. Get all patients. This was not accessible earlier. So you can see a response. I will save this response. And again we will try. This time data will received. See, data is received. Thank you very much.